today is actually going to be a very unique what I eat in the day. I did have my morning water already and I took the kids to school and now I'm getting started for the day. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos to learn and educate and get ideas of how other vegans eat. And I talked about this before. It's really helpful, very similar to how you all enjoy watching my What I Eat in a Day video to give you ideas. It's helpful for me. And because I'm not from the type of culture where lots of people are vegan, my family's from Africa, it's not something that we do. We do eat fruits and vegetables, but there is a high focus around eating meat in our dishes. And we actually, from Liberia, we mix meats together, which is something very different from people who live in other countries in the Caribbean. For example, my husband is from Trinidad and they'll eat like a stewed chicken dish and it's only chicken, or a curry goat dish and it's only curry. But in Liberia, we do add beef, pork, turkey, even seafood, all in the same dish, and then we'll eat and take what meats we want out from the dish, and every bite is like a different bite. But what I have recently been watching is a lot of the high-carb, low-fat vegans, and I made a video. It was a what things work and what things don't work video, and I had said watch other YouTubers because it gives you lots of ideas. That was the thing that worked. Then the other thing was like don't eat like other YouTubers. That doesn't work, and I mentioned that it's very unlikely that I'm going to be eating like 30 bananas in a day. Like, that's just not my style. But one thing that I have taken away from a lot of the high carb, low fat vegans is their banana smoothie. And I do usually have a banana in my smoothie. I have a video on my like favorite breakfast smoothie. It has one banana, one apple, and then a bunch of like seeds and some fat from the peanut butter. But a lot of the high carb, low fat vegans eat this banana smoothie, and in my mind, I'm like, how can you just eat that many bananas in a day? But I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, y'all, because I'm thinking to myself, is there something here? And maybe it's just all of the brainwashing. I don't know. Maybe what I think about food is brainwashing, and what they're telling me could have me woke. Or maybe all the videos that I'm watching is brainwashing me into thinking that there could be something here. I have no idea. I think I'm more receptive because officially today is my second month vegan, and I've been doing a lot of research on YouTube, but also reading a lot of books that talk about just not really restricting the good foods. And because we are often taught restrict how much food you eat, because when we are eating meat and we're eating processed foods and we're eating high fat foods, fried foods, we have to restrict those, because if we don't, our bodies are going to be hurting. And that's how we get sick and ailments that are related to food. But when we are eating healthy things, do we need to restrict? And I mentioned before how that was something that I learned early on, that if I want more rice, I will eat it. And if I want more fruits and I want more veggies, I'll eat it. Instead of eating just a little portion of broccoli like I was before when I was eating meat, now as a vegan, my dish is broccoli. Like it's like a half a cup of rice or a cup of rice and 2 broccoli crowns that I've cooked. Instead of just having like a half of a broccoli crown, it's 2 of them or 3 of them if I want it. So basically, like I said, I've been drinking the juice, and now I'm thinking, let me drink the juice. So I actually found a recipe online that calls for 6 bananas. I have 5 here. I'm really nervous about doing this. I'm going to use 5 bananas and a half a cup of dates. This is exactly 4 dates. And it also calls for a half a cup of oats. It also calls for coconut water. It says 2 cups of coconut water. Okay, so the flavor is actually not that bad, like at all. It kind of is warm, and I don't know if I want it cold. It's liquidy. I don't know if I need it to be thinner, but I have a little bit more than 32 ounces. Maybe I'll put that in a cup and just drink it. Okay, So it's a little bit more than 32 ounces. So the yield is really low. I just imagine that for the calorie count that this would be so much more smoothie. And this is 1,000 calories. Oh, something about knowing that this is 1,000 calories makes me like so nervous. I guess, you know, I don't count calories. That's not my thing. But knowing about calories and knowing that it's 1,000 is like, it's so weird to me, because I have a good concept of portion control and understanding a reasonable amount of calories. So while I'm not counting them, I kind of know, like, this is not more than 500, you know, that type of thing. But I don't know, is it 2? Is it 250? Is it 300? Oh my God. You know, I had, 4. It's not like that. I don't do that. But I know this is 1,000, and that's like messing with my head. But anyway, cheers. This is really good, and it's really sweet. So this is going to be my breakfast, and I'm going to have this as a mid-morning snack. I actually have a meeting that I'm going to, so you'll see me back for lunch. Hey, so I'm ready for my meeting. I'm all dressed, and I get in front of this window so I can get some nice, beautiful light. This is how much of this part of the smoothie I've had. I had the other cup of it, which was like, what, 4 ounces? And I've had, I don't know. This was full, and now it's at like 20. So maybe another 12 ounces, and I'm still drinking it. I'm still getting through it. My brain is awoke after drinking this. I'm full. I'm very full, and I'm really doing my best to drink this down because I don't want it to be like a breakfast and lunch smoothie. It's a breakfast smoothie, so I'm doing my best to drink this down, but I am so full. My brain, like I said, is awoke. It feels like how you would feel if you drank coffee, because it's so much sugar, right? It's like I'm so awake. I wish that I didn't have this meeting, because I would totally go on my treadmill right now and run and run and run, because I feel so alive. So there's something going on here. Hey, so it is 3 o'clock and my meeting went about an hour and a half late. So I am so hungry. I actually had not grabbed this, but I'm eating it now. And not my favorite. Maybe I would say on a scale from 1 to 10, it's like a 4. And I'm saying that because as hungry as I am right now, this should be a delicious. You know how it is when you eat something and you're so hungry, like it tastes like the best thing you've ever tasted. And this is not it. So, yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna go get my lunch. I'm gonna go to Chipotle on Thursdays. I go to Chipotle. That's like my one day a week that I give myself something really good to eat, which is so funny. I've been thinking maybe I should change it from Thursday because I weigh in on Fridays. Maybe it should be like Friday because I'm weighing in and then I'm eating. But Chipotle is the best day to go because this is the only day that I'm in this area is when I have this meeting on Thursdays, which is pretty much like every week. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Chipotle. I'm gonna take a couple more bites of this Odwalla thing. I might even finish it, and then I'm gonna get my Chipotle. Hi. Is it okay if I vlog? Is it okay if I vlog? Oh. All right, well, I'm vlogging my what I eat in a day. I make like what I eat in a day vegan vlog, so everything I go to buy, I always, I wouldn't say that. I have a big channel, but I wouldn't say famous. Beyonce don't know about me. I'm not famous, okay? Anyway, I'll get a bowl with brown rice. Thank you. And then I'll do pintos, peppers and onions. If I can have a little bit more than normal. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then the mild and hot corn, guacamole. Thank you. Yum, yum, yum. It's 3:30 and I just got back home from Chipotle. You all saw what I got, so you already know what's in it. But I've been having some, I've been having a lot of thoughts. About the whole, you know, high carb, low fat thing that the smoothie that I tried this morning. The rational side of me is just like, how did you eat so many calories, but yet you feel the way you feel? Because usually by lunchtime, I've not consumed 1,000 calories of food, at least in my mind, because I know my breakfast, like when I have a chia pudding, I know that that's about 300 calories. And I have some snacks, from that point on till lunch. And when I have my wheat bread, like my Ezekiel bread with peanut butter and banana, I know that a banana, depending on the size, is up to like maybe 120 calories. I know a tablespoon of peanut butter is about 100 calories. And I know that a slice of Ezekiel bread is like 80 calories. So I know that that's about a 300 to 400 calorie breakfast. And then I just have some snacks throughout time. So I know by lunchtime on a normal day, I've not consumed 1,000 calories. And then when I finally do have lunch, I'm having whole grain, like brown rice, and I'm having vegetables and beans. So, at about noon, I wasn't able to drink the whole entire smoothie like straight down like I've seen some people do it. I've seen Freely the banana girl like eat a smoothie with like 20 bananas and it will take her about an hour. It definitely took me a lot longer to drink that smoothie than it would take someone like her who has been doing it for a very long time and she's adjusted her body to be able to handle that. But I also don't like just down things and then deal with that full feeling. If I start to feel full, I stop. And I've said this before that's a habit that I used to have where whatever I've served myself, whether it be an unhealthy portion or a healthy portion, if I served it, I felt like I had to eat it all. And that's not how I operate now. So when it was about 11 o'clock, I still had maybe a third of the smoothie left. I just put the jar in the thing. But I just wanted to give you an example. So here's my water bottle. It was about to like right here by 11 o'clock. And I had been sipping it from when I made it all the way to then. And then I like closed it and I was like, I'm done. I just can't have any more. But then between 11 and 12, my metabolism was like, we want the rest of that smoothie. So I killed it. And then I had some water. So I felt like my metabolism was receptive to it. And if you have ever eaten a heavy meal, like let's say you go to McDonald's and you get a hamburger and you get fries, very likely that is a meal that's 1,000 calories and possibly even more because they do put mayonnaise on it and it's white bread, and if you get like double Whoppers or, cheese and all those things, easily in one meal, you can consume 1,000, 1,500 calories. Pizza, something like pizza, if you eat 4 slices, that's easily a 1,500 to 2,000 calories, assuming that most pizza slices have meat toppings and they, that adds up. And when you eat like that, you are not like feeling hungry soon after, you know, like an hour after you eat that, you're not hungry. You're good for a little while. So for me, it was like, how is it that I've eaten all these calories, but my metabolism is digesting this and burning through it so quickly? Is it because it's whole food? Is it because it's a plant-based food? So even though the calorie is 1,000, it doesn't matter to my body because it digests it so much easier and so much faster that my body interprets the nutrients and the nutrition in a very different way. My body is not holding on to all the fat in the food, keeping me full and making me feel like I'm full, and fighting and spending so much time digesting it and working so hard to get rid of all the junk in the food. It's just bananas. Literally 5 bananas, coconut water, 4 or 5 dates, and that ends up being 1,000 calories. And it's like, wow, like that's really high carb, high calorie count. And my mind is just playing tricks on me that how can you be so hungry after you ate 1,000 calories? But I guess, like I said, it was the type of calories that my body loves. Now, like I said earlier, I felt wired. I really do feel like I was wired most of the afternoon. I did have a very long meeting and it went very, very long. So I am feeling a little tired and I'm low energy because I'm empty now. I really need to eat. So I'm going to have my, Chipotle, and I usually don't eat all of this, but the way that I feel right now, I'm probably going to eat every single bite. Every single bite. Oh, I forgot to mention that I did not eat all of this. This is how much is left in here. So I ate maybe a little bit less than half. I didn't finish it. I don't know. I'm not going to eat something just because I'm so hungry if I really don't like it. And I guess I knew I had, you know, my lunch. I was on my way to buy my lunch. So I will see if my children like this. They might. My daughter likes healthy tasting things, so she might like it. But this one, I'm not really a fan of. I do have others, so we'll see how those taste. So I just ate. I'm pregnant. I feel like I'm having a baby. I ate so much. But listen, even though my body was like, or my hunger, I should say, was like, girl, you're starving, I couldn't eat the whole bowl of Chipotle. This is how much I ate. So that's about 50%, or maybe it's like 40%. But yeah, I can't eat anymore. So I'm going to let this digest. And then as soon as I start to feel hungry again, I will dive in. I just finished working out. I was running in my basement, and I'm gonna have the rest of the Chipotle. Okay, so I'm gonna have some Boom Chicka Pop sweet and salty kettle corn, and I love kettle corn popcorn, and it's non-GMO, it's gluten-free, and it is vegan. And I'm gonna have this bowl of popcorn. And thank you so much for tuning into my What I Eat in a Day. I absolutely appreciate all the support that everyone gives and all the comments that you all leave, all the likes, and I appreciate all the shares as well on your social networks. Thank you so much and have a good night.